cross the waters. From the motherland, we crossed the seas, chasing hope, chasing destiny. Life was heavy, the load was strong.
And we are live. Hello, my wonderful family, our friends, our well-wishers, those sitting on the fence looking at us, those inside already, those that still coming from their homes. You are all welcome. Happy Wednesday to those that have already almost used up their Wednesday. Good evening. To those starting to use their Wednesday, good morning. To those in the middle of their Wednesday, good afternoon. We are back again, my sisters and my brothers. And today we want to continue our topic of Monday, which says living abroad, working online, raising family, and is it sustainable? You know, a lot of people think moving abroad automatically creates a better life. But what they don't always see is the adjustment, the pressure, the moments where you are trying to stay strong for your family, for yourself, while figuring out things quietly. So today, we are back again to continue from where we stopped. And remember, this topic is not to impress you, not even to impress ourselves, because we are making ourselves vulnerable to you. You know what they call storytelling. Most of the things we are talking about today is from our personal life experience, how it be for diaspora, and also to help you realize why at this age and stage in our life we decide to look for something online. And that is the core message you want to bring to you, that at the end of the tunnel there is always a light. And our plea is, don't wait to experience or to pass the hard way before you must
maximize.
provide the opportunity we are trying to present to you. Don't wait. We are bringing this in so that the young people coming up, the new mothers coming up, the new wife coming to join their husbands, that you don't scratch your head, suffer what most of us suffered. Because let me tell you, there are consequences when you keep your children in the daycare, work 24 hours, bring money, pay for everything. But when they start growing up without those elements of motherhood, those elements of education that must come from a mother, then you start praying, going from one pillar to another, calling one pastor or another to help you in prayer to bring them back. Please, if you are just coming or if you're just starting your home, don't wait. I wish that you can start this business immediately. Sorry that I'm talking about business before, because it is so dear in my heart. Because most of us pass through hell, but thank God that He's always with us. So, in order not to take much of our time, sorry that I'm becoming emotional, but stop. We are gonna be logical. So let me introduce ourselves so that we start our discussion where we stop. I am Blessing Bniloms of Bniloms Digital in Nigeria and a Belgium, and a mother, also a nurse by profession, who is combining my nursing job with this. So if I can do it in Europe, in Belgium precisely, if I can combine my job with a full-time digital entrepreneurship, no place in the world you are living that you cannot do it. If you want to know why I'm particular about it, come and ask Belgian people how it is to work in Belgium. So with that at the back of your mind, start putting your name now so that we start sending you free information. So I go back to United States of America, and after from America, my sister from Belgium, we continue, and then we come up with our next question. Thank you.
Awesome, Sister Blessing. My goodness, left to you alone, all of us will be emotional here, and our team we're like, okay, what kind of business is this sending one into emotion? But my people, she rightly said it. if you're in diaspora, trust me, it's easy. Like I always like to speak positively. It is easy, but we went through it, you know. But before we go into details, like she rightly said, we'll introduce ourselves. Myself, my name is Lady Angie, as usual, and the proud owner of NGO Culture Consulting Digital Business, and I health administrator by profession, which, like the Sister Blessing, I'm still actively working. But again, in the process of working, I said to myself, I need something for myself when I retire or before I retire, because the work I work is for somebody else and not mine. So I adapt into this business. And I'm a mother and a very, again, proud digital business owner. I'm originally from Nigeria. And by choice, I'm in United States. I'm a citizen of United States. And to be precise, in New York, a city that never ever sleeps. If you want to make it, if you can't make it in New York, trust me, you cannot make it anywhere in the world. So, my New Yorkers, sit back and watch. My other people in diaspora, come on board. This is a business that will definitely transform your life. So, stay tuned, stay connected, and ready to put in your questions or your concerns, and we will gladly introduce you and plug you in into this business so that you can come and see the vast benefit of this business. And at the end of the day, it's in your name, it's in your control, it's in your doing. So, having said that, I turn it over to my CEO in all the way in Belgium. And that is the joy of this business. We can connect anywhere in the world. So, Sister Salome, right on, my sister.
Oh, thank you so much, my amazing CEO. Thank you so much, amazing CEO Blessing. How are you all doing? Our
We
audience,
are
we are
doing
back.
fine.
Oh, dear. Thank you so much. Thank God for everything. Thank God it's Thursday again, and it's a special day for us in this business. But we are going to come for that later. Our people, wherever you're watching us now, good evening. Greetings from my side to your side. My name is Suleiman Salome Otisu. I am a mom, a wife, and also a proud digital business owner, a full-time working mom that was looking for a way to regain my time freedom, to have special moments with my kids. And a woman that has a dream once in her life that did not even know how to put it off, don't know how to start until the day I found this business. Now, this is me in front of you. I know that someone like me is out there, that our story will touch her heart or his heart will say, this is me. Let me just take another path to renew my life. Just take your seat, take your drink, and watch and listen what we are bringing for you today. It might be the answer of your prayers, what you have been asking God for many years and months for direction. It might be it. Just give us your 10, 20, 30 minutes. You will not regret it. Thank you. I'll give back to our moderator. Thank you so much.
So, we're going to cover the hidden challenges of relocating and our personal experiences where we stopped last time. Now, I want to go straight to a question that says, oh, we have answered that a specific moment where hit us. Yeah, let me take that one. Was there a specific moment where it really hit you? And this is not an easy as I thought. I mean, coming to coming to America, Eddie Murphy. Is there a special moment in your life as a mother hustling where you realize, is this all
Well, if I
that?
have to take that first,
Yeah,
is that question thrown out or
yeah, it's thrown out. I was just, yeah, go on. The
okay?
moment you
So
realize that,
let me take it.
voila, go on.
Yeah, as a mother in New York, for those that live in New York and those that are just here in New York don't know about New York. Like I said, New York is the only place you can make it. But fortunately and unfortunately, in the process of making it, you find yourself sacrificing your quality time with your children.
Mhm.
having the children taken care of by other institution like daycare and after school program. And the worst of all is the family bond is slowly deteriorating, and this is where it hits family and divorce rate fall into place because you don't even know your husband anymore. Why husband goes in the morning, you go in the afternoon. He goes at night, you go in the morning, and the children are being raised was up and down. I'm telling my story. This was what happened to me. You know, husband is coming from work. I am leaving to work. We meet at the interjection of the road. The children are home by themselves. In the morning, they are with daycare. From daycare, pick them up 5 minutes, drop them off from another daycare, and rush off to work. Back and forth, back and forth. The children were raised practically by a stranger out there. You know, so this was the thing that hit my spirit. I was like, hey. And anyway, coming to diaspora was of God's own divine, my own cry to God, because I was like, my nation, my country, my motherland was foresee the future, I would say, which all of you know, Nigeria right now is in the hands of God. Like the president says, is a country of particular interest. Can you imagine the time I left and to what it is now? So what I foresaw and pleaded to God kind of pan out for me in order to avoid all of this. And my family came here, but before my own immediate family came, it was just myself and my husband, and it was so difficult to leave your nation, leave family, leave everybody, like Father Abraham, and came to a nation that you know no one, you know, but thank God for mercy. And the children happened to be the one that bear the blunt. So it was very difficult. Difficult in the sense that you want to train your children the way you brought up and you make sure that they will succeed in life and don't go astray. But only to find the institution, the daycare after school program, what you teach them in the house is different from what they're taught at the program. When you reprimand them in the house, they go to this program and report to you. And the program, the social services there will not ask you what happened. They will come to the house and challenge you and threaten to take your child from you. So these are the things that slowly making parents, me, for instance, stepping back from not disciplining my children. But again, at some point, I'll put my African hat on and I'll tell my child, I brought you to this world and I'll deal with you accordingly. And before you call social services, when I joined the social services and I got to know the gist, I always tell my children, before you call social services, I will call them myself and give them to you, and you're not coming back to my house again. So these are the things we go through children, but psychologically it's not right. But this is just to keep family together. But unfortunately, in the process of wanting to keep family together, circumstances happen. So marriage that was there from back home for me kind of went apart because we don't know each other anymore. You know, we don't know each other anymore. So this was what made me become a single mother, which was something I never, ever, ever in my life dreamt to be. And the people that know me were like, when they hear that I divorced, okay, really, you? So well, you got to do what you got to do when your life becomes in danger. And again, let me know the divorce. Just situation happened, and that was how I become a single mother. And the children, they've grown by the time we separated, and I asked them to go ahead with their father. They packed their own load and followed me. So this is what made me a single mother. But I thank God, irrespective of our separation, we are not enemies. Children communicate with their father, and I communicate when the time comes. But this is what the nation, the circumstances brought about. But thank God for this business. This business gave me family. Take for instance, my body is here on the screen with me, and many more that is not journalists gave me family, gave me hope, lift my head up. You know, I went through school, being there, read to the master level and everything, raising high. A friend of mine used to say that education is a white man's fraud. I come to realize it because after reaching that level and looking at the income they give it to me, giving my energy, giving everything of me to do right, I just thought of it. At the end of the day, I'm going to become ex-staff. And what will I get at the end of the day? There's nothing I'll say I'll leave for my children. I'm struggling, they're struggling. That is not my portion. So this was what changed my own mindset to say I need to get something doing for myself. And don't get me wrong, I've tried so many businesses to include the daycare program business too. But the loopholes and the system rules and regulation favor this, favor that is not pan out well for me. I had to close it down. But anyway, let me not go too far into it to give my sister Salome opportunity to tell her own little story of why what diaspora has done for her to be.
Yes. CEO Salome, I know you have them many in the house. And yet, last time you told us there was even a period, maybe after one of your child, you stayed home and you could not because you were not brought up. After our life, I thought this lady is an Aba woman. No Aba woman would like to be a sit down they look wife. So that spirit of Aba, can you carry and come over the Oyibo? How did you manage with your 4 children?
Oh my gosh, I can relate to that, what CEO Angela just said. Life has brought us here in abroad, and things has to change. And we have to follow it the way it is. Was that simple? No. But that's the system we met. That's the system I met here in Belgium. It wasn't easy at all. But God, oh gosh, I thank God to God Almighty. God really put me through. God see me through. Because coming to Belgium is like somewhat relocated to a country that I cannot understand the language. I don't even know how things works. Going to what do they call it? Language school. From language school, everything. That in fact, I will not forget that moment I was at home. Just 6 months at home, I felt bored at the end of. I really have to go and work. I really have to go and work. So from there, from school runs to work, from work back to school, pick my keys, and from there we just rush home, grab whatever my hand can reach, give them, it could be bread whatsoever. From there we go for the training. From training comes back home every day, 9 o'clock, 9:30, exhausted, tired. It's like four days in a week. Football, basketball, weekends. In fact, at the weekend, we have to share ourselves. My husband will be a taxi driver, dropping the girls, and that will be dropping the boys, or we swept like that. And I remember, like Sister Angela said, yes, it happens to me. Sometimes I'm coming back from work, my husband is going to work, we have to, pass information along the way. Are you going? Hello, honey, are you going? Yeah, do this, I've done this, is remain this. Okay, yeah, okay, I got you. Just like that, So there is nothing like family. There is nothing like family. Life in abroad is not really a platter gold. Everybody thought. The way they think things will be, just jump in and then you will start earning, you will start getting. Yeah, like I said the other day, I chat with someone that lives in Nigeria, to be precise, in Lagos. He told me if he had the chance to be in abroad, he will make it in 3 months. I was like, are you seriously kidding me? What do you mean? That he'll be making millions, more than 30, 40 in a month. I said, you know what? I will really pray for you to come and start doing it. So everybody back home always thinking that we're in paradise. Like my sister said, New York, a busy country that doesn't rest. Okay. And seeing all those movies, when they flash all those things on television, they will think that's how life really is in abroad. It's totally different thing. Then looking for a job is another challenge, because you see these Yoruba people, they don't really want us in their midst, especially when you are the only Black at the middle of a lot of them. Even they prefer mixed color. If your color skin is a little bit brighter than not brown, in fact, they will shout hallelujah. But when a brown color is in their midst, it's like, in fact, They will feel like you're a disease, and that one is another challenges altogether. Another challenges. And there is nothing you can do to impress them. They will keep on pushing your button, pushing your button. Two things: either you give up and look for another job, or you swallow the insult and just stick there like a chewing gum with them. So all these things, if it is back home, nobody will do that to you. Nobody will humiliate. Whenever in fact, if you open your mouth, the area scatter. If not fight anyhow, but here, it's like, who am I? What am I going to say? I need my job. They need us, believe me, because we work like a Jackie. We work more than, Africa. Now what I mean. Anywhere we go, that African people have already, in fact, we are there, But sometimes it seems like it's not working, but God always see us through. I imagine years back when I was in Nigeria, Oyibo people visited Nigeria, the way our people welcomed them, show love. And at that time, I was thinking it will be the same when we are here. But I was disappointed that it's like we don't even fully regard it. But it's well, like in Europe, it's not that
It is
easy.
it is well. My viewers, our audiences, our friends. You see, these are the parts of coming abroad that nobody talks about. And that point of starting over. I can imagine that not everybody that landed here started with the qualification they had back home, or with the job they had back home. Most of us we start looking for job again. Most of us we start looking, especially if you're in Europe, definitely you start learning language. It's even better if you're in UK or in the States where the English is there. So you just start to put
Ireland.
hot yam, hot yam in your mouth to twist your tongue. But when you find yourself in the shores of Europe, the challenges are too numerous. The challenge of culture, the challenge of language, the challenge of weather, and the challenge of everybody pretending that they don't even know that you exist. In short, I'm talking about where we live now, Belgium.
Exist.
People are standing there with you, but they will pretend as if you're not even there with them. That you're not even. I don't know any of if you watch Willy Willy. In those good days, it was one popular TV series coming from River State in those days, Willy Willy.
Really?
So that bring me to the question: is it actually sustainable? Coming abroad, starting over, is it actually sustainable? And if it is not, how are we making it sustainable? So let all of us talk about this. We have shared our emotional problems, emotional pressure, because the pressure of leaving your known country to a place you don't know and starting all over again. And this thing that our sister said is happening. There are people that exchange their newborn babies at the train station. It's not an exaggeration.
It's true.
Or at the bus
Very true.
station.
Mhm.
I am
Yeah.
not. I told you today. We are not trying to sugarcoat anything. The husband, if it is the husband that went to work maybe in the night, and the wife will go in the morning, the wife will carry the baby, and you know that we never stay. You're always running. You are running for the train. You are running for the
And
bus.
everything is timed. You miss one, you have to wait another
You will
50,
wait
half an hour for
again.
the next
That
one
is
to
why
come.
people like
Yeah.
me that doesn't know how to run start to learn bicycle.
Rat races my legs. My
So
legs, yeah.
yeah, a mother will carry the child running just because the train that we drop the husband is the train that she will enter to go. And if she miss it, she may wait another 30 minutes.
My
And
sister,
when you
I
miss that
forgot to
30
include
minutes,
something to you. Like when Sister Salem was saying about going sports for the children, there
yeah,
was some when I was working actually, there was an ad I saw of a pot, they call it crock or something like that. You heat the pot for 15 minutes. Once the cover reaches the point that shows red, then you can carry it, put it in the warmer bag, and the rest, whatever you're cooking, will start cooking. I had to buy this pot. When I
Oh
pick
God.
up my children, I will pre-cook the food, put it in the pot, run, take this one to karate, take this one to basketball program, take this one to dancing program. The food is cooking. So by the time they all finish, we stay in the parking lot and eat.
I, I know some of you will be wondering, must they go to sport? Yes, so
Okay,
it's
you see?
compulsory here.
Physical
It is
fitness.
Yes, so
compulsory. You
yes,
have
so
your children, except even if your children, you have a child that is stubborn, say, I'm not doing this for you go explain, tire. In my own case, police have to come and
yeah.
control. Why is her daughter not going to sport?
They will sue, they will, the social
Mhm.
services will question. You remember I told you guys about social services, they
Yeah,
will question the child. Why you not here? And
yeah.
the child will tell everything. And they will believe the child over you
You get mouth.
the
So, my sisters,
child
let's talk
over you the
about the
moment there's a little ant in your
sustainability.
house, the child goes to talk to
Yes,
at the school, you're in trouble. They will tell you, get an
Exactly.
exterminator, get it fumigated, and bring the receipt that it was done. These are the health, I don't know, but to God be the glory. Like your question, we overcame it. Because
Yes.
again, like in New York, in US, unlike Belgium, US, you can there's English. English is a common language. You can speak English, and New Yorkers are lovely people. They are very friendly and kind. So unfortunately, sorry to hear that Belgian people are not like that. New Yorkers are they are like that. They are
they
kind.
are kind
The
inside
few
their
you meet
hearts.
are kind.
They don't
Majority you
show
meet,
it. They
huh?
don't. I said they are
No, no,
kind
these
inside
ones
their
are
heart.
kind.
They don't show it. They
But
keepingly as a cat looking from the bone. That is what they do. But when they're attached to
in
you, they
New
have
York here,
attached.
they show kindness. They show kindness. So that is why people like us that came from diaspora are able to be able to mix with them and do what we need to do. Like I said, I went to whatever I did back home in Nigeria. When I got back here, I started all over again.
That's
Went
it.
back to school, got my degree first because I was education fanatic. So you have to study because that was what was embedded in my head. Get good education, get to the higher level, and you make it in life. Thank God I made it, but not the kind of make that I want for myself. Because at the end of the day,
And
I
it is
don't want
that
my
kind of
children.
maid that we want to talk about now, because even with your education, working as a chief health instructor, you still come to look for, follow me, they drag this digital business. What did you see inside it?
That's
So
exactly
let's
what I'm
take it from
explaining.
there.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm explaining. That after having put in almost 20, 30 decades in working as health administrator, one day I just realized because like I said earlier, I wake up early in the morning. I don't drive to work because driving traffic is horrible. You want to drive to work, you're starting work at 9 o'clock, you have to leave your house at 4 a.m. to get to work that's supposed to take you
Yeah.
45 minutes to walk in order to get to work at 9 o'clock. So I just took to take the train. I'm taking the train. I leave my house as early as 6 o'clock to catch the 6:20 bus so that I can catch the 7 o'clock boat and get off the 7 o'clock boat. I run to the subway to catch the 7:20 subway to then go another 40, 50 stops before my next stop. I come out from that next stop, I take another bus that will take me another 15 stops to where. So it takes me about 2 hours, 45 minutes to be precise, going to work and coming back from work. And I'm on
Time
call, like I said,
wasted.
24/7. 24/7. I'm running up and down, up and down, up and down. Doing the job. Even while I'm going to work, I'm on my phone because my phone, I'm looking for email, I'm looking for emergencies, I'm looking for mandates that they are giving that has to be outside before 10 o'clock. So all this were kind of, thank God that God gave me a good body that I did not have high blood pressure.
Amen. God
you know,
bless.
that I did not get high blood pressure. Running helter skelter, brother skelter. The children, I leave home before they wake up. I come back, I'm asleep before they return from work. So we barely see each other. And my children stay hanging out with their friends and staying in their friends' home, going on vacation with their friends' family. And I'm like, God in heaven, what am I working for then? The children I'm working for, I don't even see them. I plan vacation, you're like, Ma, don't worry, I'm going to with Frederick. Ma, don't worry, I'm going with Alicia. So how about me? Oh, we'll think about it next year. Next year, the same story. I say, no, 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 no. I'm losing my children. I am so losing my children. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Nobody prays to do that. So this was
No.
what led me to one day. I was just Sunday afternoon. I was just relaxing on my couch. I was saying, God, I need something different because waking up so early in the morning, I was thinking, looking at retirement too. Because here in United States, Social Security, they send you list of what you will earn if you reach a certain age in America and you want to retire, like 62 and above. They will send you to tell you this is what you earn when you're 62, this is what you earn when you're 59, this is what you earn when you're 60, 65, 70, and like that. And I looked at this, I said, seriously? This is what you guys are going to give me? It's even not enough for me weekly. And that is what I would depend on yearly, I mean monthly, with mortgage still there. Thank God, no car loan. I was like, no, I said, dear Lord, you got to answer me. I have a God that answer faster than the speed of light. In that
Amen.
moment, scrolling through my phone, I found my coach's video. He was like, my people in the diaspora, my African people. I said, okay, this one is talking to me. And again, being in Nigeria, I'm very skeptical. I'm like, okay, this one, a Nigerian person. I'm not going to even listen to them. But I was attentive. I listened. I click on it. I quickly hang up because I say Nigerians, all of them are scam. But she was kind enough to call me and said it's not a scam. I know you just checked my website now and text me, say, please pick up the phone when I call. So that was how I picked up the phone and I thought, she said, yes, I know. Say, she thought that all Nigerians think like that. People think like that. Anything Nigeria, they'll think it's scam, but it's not scam. So that was how she explained the business to me and I watched the video. My people, under 72 hours, I sign up. I said, this is exactly what I need. This is what I need. A job that will not compromise what I'm doing right now. And I don't even need to buy anything. I don't need to get a store. Like I said, I have tried so many businesses. I will not even name the name of the business so I don't put them online. I have tried it, it doesn't work. But this one that I'm not buying anything, I'm not reselling at all. There's no product for me to sack in a place. I'm not running after people to buy it. I'm not conversing to people. I say this is already that everything is by automation. I was like, okay. Out of curiosity, I got it because I just like the product. So I got the product for myself. And by the time I started the business, my people, that is why I am here today. And I'm liking it because what I'm being paid in a year as my salary as a program
So
administrator, my people,
interesting.
is
So
what one is earning
interesting.
monthly now. Yes.
So interesting. So,
It's a
CEO
great business, my
Salome,
people.
I know that our American sister probably is easier for her. And how is it for you? Why suddenly? Because you are working, your man is working, your children is growing. Why did you suddenly think of starting a business? Was all the salary, all the big money you and your husband making not sustainable enough?
My sister, my story is a funny one anyway. Yes, was it enough? It's enough to pay bills and to eat. And that is it's not, it's not only what I'm here for, because I have family down there in Africa expecting me to be helping out. My mother is still alive, and I still have siblings there. I will not say it's not enough. It's enough, but it has limits to pay bills, take care of my children, eat. And then now another one will come. Life goes there because I cannot
Life goes
really
paying
save
bill, eating,
anything.
paying bill, eating.
Yes, yeah. Even if I saved, I said, okay, I've saved this a little bit. There is a month that will always be the heavier months than others. When one of those heavier months will hit, when you have to pay maybe car insurance or whatever, that
You
savings, we
still
are
go
going to
back.
open it, to help us, pass through that heavier month. So that's how good and enough it was. Until one day I said, no, this is not me. I need to do something. And I remember I was pregnant with my last son the first time I thought of it. And I said, okay, let me go and look for a second job. I started that second job. Okay, I started it before I was pregnant. And there, at the working place, my second job, I nearly fainted. I was 5 months pregnant. I said to myself, Salome, what am I doing? What are they even paying me, to kill myself like this with a pregnancy? Then at least I quit to have my baby. After then, I did some other businesses. that does not work for me. Then this one, I said, okay, in fact, I have seen shady. If someone tell me that I will be the one doing online digital business, I will tell that person, if you cannot even predict it, because I can't even count how many times, hey, they have chopped my head, they scam me under this thing, tried everything, Bitcoin line business, online digital business. So they said, until this one came, one thing that makes me said, okay, let me think twice again, was my younger son, the same person developing one that kind of um unexpected asthmatic, just like that, and it was heavy, very heavy. We don't even see it coming. And before we knew what I was, it was at a training. It was a weekend basketball training. I was the one that was observing him. The way he was running, it wasn't him. I said, son, my son is collapsing. He nearly collapsed there at that stadium. I said, God, I called the referee, stop, stop, stop. My son is collapsing. Immediately they stopped, they hold her, and I was right. He was collapsing. Then from there, we rushed to the emergency, and they told me that's how the journey began. Asthmatic, and it's already high. That they have to be, in fact, everything we have to do must we must do it immediately, testing all sorts of inhaler, the one they can. We Africa, our body is strong, so as our medication is also strong. Yeah, so we are testing and testing. In fact, I watched my son every week. We always running back and forth to the hospital, testing all the one that can be strong enough so that he can breathe again. Sometimes at the car, little argument, any little thing, he started suffocating. I can't watch him. No, I cannot watch him like that. It really pains me. I say, oh God, as a mom, no. I started researching on internet, I was looking for natural home recepts or
Remedies.
whatever to use
Yeah.
that will help.
Remedy.
Yeah, remedies, yeah, that will help him. Um, I was searching anyway. I couldn't find any. I couldn't until one of my good friends, my mentor now, she was my friend, for the business we did before together. So from there, we are from the same village. We started, being a good friend. And she called me, checking out on me. How are you doing this and that? I said, I beg, I'm doing fine, but what is going on? Your voice is not good. I just open up a little bit. So, my God, I have told you before, come and join this business. I said, which business? She said, I invited you 3 times. You did not react. The third one, you said you don't need it. I said, which? I've already forgotten about it. I said, which business? Okay, let me start again. She just explained. One of the products will help you. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. That is how my journey began. I said, okay, tell me more. I just signed in, listening to the webinar, everything. I said, I need, normally, a lot of people that plans to do this business at some that point, I was not even thinking about financial freedom or time freedom. I was thinking, all my thought was the health of my son to get better. So I said, I need only that product that will make him get better. And I don't want to use it for business. I need my son to be normal again. He said, okay, whether you need it for business or not, I'm going to register you as a business. That's how I started. And believe you me, that action I took that time changed everything. Changed everything.
And your son, you feel
Purchased
And
better?
your
directly, paid
son?
cash, and before, yeah, feel better. After 3 months or 4 months, he dropped the inhaler, drop it,
Hallelujah.
because before
Awesome.
Hallelujah.
That is
I
the
started
benefit of the
yes,
product.
that's the benefit. Before I started giving him the product, he have already taken that thing to that extent when he talks. The only smell that will come out of it is the smell of the gas that they used to make that inhaler.
Uh, the
No
the
matter
the inhaler.
how how he brushed his mouth, you will hear that. And the doctor started warning me to be careful for his lungs and liver because it's not good if it took too much. I said, okay, no problem. But glory be to God. After a month or this next month, we went for the checkup. There is a change. Instead of every week, they gave us once in a month. From once in a month, once in 6 months. From once in a 6 months, once in a year. From the last one we went was last year, Abby. Yes, last year, February. And they said, okay, it's gone. And
Amen.
she asked me,
Amen.
are you still giving the healer? I said, me. I said, me, healer? No, I don't give you hell again. I drop it long time. So what are you
That
doing? If I
product
tell you, you will not
works, my
believe.
people.
That's how I
Is
close
it?
it.
Amen. That's a
Yeah.
great
So
My dear,
testimony.
my
glory
journey,
be to God.
and
So,
it's
our
really
viewers,
it's a good one.
our story is much, but our time for this program is limited. So, but you can see that most of us joined this business not because we did not really, we are not financial buoyant as per se. We were we, we were all 9 5ers here, right? We go to work, they pay us. And when you are living abroad, if no matter where you are living, if you are working for somebody, you know that when they count that money to give to you, except you have already built your own house, then you know that you are not paying house rent. Even here in abroad, when you buy your house, you buy a mortgage,
You see,
and then they
you
will
see.
take their house rent, which is yeah, another way to call the mortgage. Then remember all the insurances we pay. We don't pay half of those insurances back home. The hospital for your health, for the state where you're staying, though some of them don't come every month, but these are the things you pay. And at the end of that money, you see that you have nothing left for you. You have only enough to keep your table, keep your stomach, keep your children warm, and praying for the another month. So we are just walking from table to mouth. And for
Cycle of
how
life.
long? For how long? And when we talk about that we are not travel, some people back will say, you have not traveled. What are you doing where you are? When every month, every year, every 6 months, you see your colleagues packing their bag, taking permission to go, you are the one running to go and take their work. They do you. Why are you doing that? Because you are looking for those extra things. Most of us talking here, we have taken more than 2 jobs at the
Yes.
same time, even sometimes 3 jobs at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we doing that? We are doing it
Very
for
true.
us and for our children, and we are doing it for our family back home. Because how many phone calls will you ignore? If you ignore today, tomorrow is another day. So it is all those things that make us start to ask ourselves, is working only paid job in abroad sustainable? And we find out that it was not really as sustainable as we thought it should be. And both of us, you have heard our stories. Many of us enter this business with different stories. I entered because I was burnt out from everything. I know that I have a good paying job. I know that, but this good paying job does not give me room to breathe. And I became suffocated because what brought me abroad is my hobby, traveling. And how can I just stay a year? I did not carry my bag. I even take my bicycle and go to another place and sleep outside and say I travel. No, it was not the life I had wanted. So all those things with all other challenges of life combined. So that is why our business is for everybody. You are looking for money, it is for you.
Mm-hmm.
You are looking to where
Mm-hmm.
you want to put the money you already have, so that it will keep on yielding something for you in a more safe and sustainable way. It is for you. You are looking for a way to form travel group. Probably you are a single and you don't like traveling alone. This business is for you. you are looking for a way to
Mm-hmm.
just meet other contemporary rich people because you're already rich, this
Friends,
business is for
family,
you.
making new
So
friends and family.
when we are talking, don't think that we are just looking for people wey no get. Yeah, people wey no get, wey wan get, is just for you. But this business, even Elon Musk, this business will benefit him. Why? It is a way for him to invest part of his money into a more sustainable, because you are looking for beauty.
And also is a non-traditional business.
That is it.
Mm-hmm.
You are looking for beauty and good
You
health.
don't buy
Though we don't
product
talk
to
about
resell.
those ones, it's also for you. Why? Why? Not only the product, but also the joy, the happiness you find that you are
Of
doing
running your
something
business.
of your own. Do you know what it means? Oh, let me ask you, before 2.5 years ago, do you know Blessing Eloms? But just put my name in internet, put my name in your browser. Just put my name in your browser, spell it well, Blessing Eloms. If you don't see me for Google, you go see me for Facebook. It's short, more than enough. I have become, how did they talk on that time when you did Nigeria? Limited. If they
Celebrity.
say international limited, they say
Celebrity.
brother. So who know me before? Now one song Nigeria person sang. My sister said Urobogia, now I sang So this is what we are calling you, my brothers and sisters, because our time is already fast spent. And I know that our story did not make you to look at time. Now me come they remind you, say time don't pass, because we are people that also keep to rules and regulation. And that reminds you, the business we are talking about is a legit business. And all of us are paying tax according to the countries we are living in. We have answered a lot of questions here, even without knowing. For some people that ask us, does it involve money? Yes. Tell me the business you want to do in this life that does not have to go with capital. Some people say, do you sell
Mm-hmm.
products? Though we don't say product, but tell me a business that doesn't have service and product. Then that is not business, because every good business must offer a service and a product. Yes, our business offers products, but we don't
Mm-hmm.
do the logistic
A
aspect of the
service too.
product. So you are coming into a group that have everything for you. I like the way this our talk went. You see that we that are here now, these three of us you're seeing, we are not coming from a place of poverty. We are coming from a place of not having time to enjoy the good life we have come abroad to enjoy. We came from a place of having children that almost have forgotten what our faces look like, because we are busy making another person's dream instead of creating our own dream. We are coming from a
Mm-hmm.
place where we realize that the world is going digital and people are creating legacies digitally. So we came to create our own digital legacy. And what we had in mind wasn't what we saw. We saw more
Mm-hmm.
than what we had in mind. We came
Mm-hmm.
into a business where if God blesses you and you put dedication, consistency, and effort within 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
you are counting in me. I mean, double me. I want to be
In one
careful
to
because
three
of,
years, that's
yeah,
the data.
yeah. Give yourself a year to 5 years, because how many years did it take you to get your degree if you went to university? How many years did it take you to get your secondary education? 6 years. So anybody that is telling you that we come online and make it in 1 month, okay, I wish you luck, because I have tried. It took the glory of God and the law of version to bring back my money and achieve na church according to Igbo people. So brother, so sister, we are rounding it up here now. We have brought this message to you as we will continue bringing on all our daily go lives. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. This is a place for you to recover yourself. re-identify yourself, rebuild yourself, and rebrand yourself. And you are not alone, and you will never walk alone. This is the only business I have seen on earth. As long as I'm concerned, I have traveled a lot of places on this earth. I still have a lot. I still have America. It is in my agenda to travel. You see, all this Europe, Asia, I have traveled them. Join Africa. What I'm trying to say is this, and also with my education and advance in life, this is a business that have a group of people from all over the world. I don't think there's any
Grace is
planet,
supposed to be
any country in this earth that is not represented in this business. This is a business that have religion, all forms of religion. This is a business that have all forms of belief and lifestyle, and we are all together helping each other grow. I mean, it is wonderful. I know technology is helping us to become a community, but if the spirits are not united, are we going to be a community? No. This is what this business have taught us. And you that you're looking for somewhere to make you travel in this business, with what you are making and even what you will make, you can travel 10 times in a year. Am I exaggerating? All those our gather together, I think there is one every month, if I'm and it makes you to meet more people and meet more country style lifestyle. So I will give my sisters 1 minute to make their own call to action. If you are working in the digital world, you know what that means. What we are trying to tell you is look no further. Are you watching us live? Are you going to see us later? Look no further, so that you will start reaping that joy that brought you abroad. I purposely want to explain so that you understand. Our time is really fast spent. Anybody want to add to the call to action, or do we just call it a day here?
Yeah, let's call it a day because we have said a lot. Anybody
Yeah.
that has the ears will know what to do and just follow the instruction, hopefully.
Okay. So, brothers and sisters, the page that invites you, just connect immediately with a comment, a text message, or go straight to the
Website.
website that you are seeing there and put your name and email address and get our free information for 1 month. Free information for 1 month. Thank you, and see you on tomorrow by the grace of God.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, folks.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Keep moving, keep growing. We dream achievers team, keep moving.